Hi Sagittarius, this is Jess with your June 1st, 2019 weekly reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Sagittarius, first I wanted to say that some of you, congratulations, because you're going to sign your lease. You're signing a lease. And this may be on the 4th of this month or the 4th of next month, the 25th of this month or the 25th of next month for some of you. Those may be very prominent days. So if you're out house hunting or apartment shopping, definitely look at those days. I mean, don't listen to me and just wait on the 4th or the 25th. Do it at any time, but you may find that it's a little bit more favorable or auspicious around that time frame for you to get out there and look. I think dates 14th to the 19th aspecting astrologically may be a bit difficult. So, find your favorite astrologer and look it up. I know the 14th to 19th, astrologically, the aspects are kind of warring with one another. So you may not want to do anything around that time. Again, look at your favorite astrologer for the deets on that. Now, going back to what I'm saying, congratulations, because some of you may be closing on a house or signing your lease for a new place. I feel a commitment is coming for you guys. A commitment in a new home is coming for you. Okay. Now, that being said, I want you to be very much aware that people are being influenced people in your life are being influenced by people around them. Okay. So if you have people in your life, friend, family, foe, coworker, that sort of thing, that are acting a bit different, good or bad, right? Good or bad. Know that they're being influenced in some way by others. Okay. So I wouldn't take it personal. I would take this week as one that, kind of look at this week as a week to really look at this week as a teachable moment to sharpen your skills, your interpersonal skills, if you will, because I feel like some of you Sag women are coming off very masculine. You could be giving people a hard way to go. So stop it. Okay. Because your challenge is, embracing this new beginning, this fresh start, this new lease on life. Some of you could have moved. Again, I just do see real estate and property matters being very much a focus. You want to move, and it doesn't necessarily have to be property. It could be, again, starting business at home or, changing jobs, that sort of thing. But there's some form of your stable foundation that is making a change or has made a change, and it may be a challenge for you to embrace it fully in a way that this is what you need. But again, and I know I think I said this to you guys in February of this year, if not last quarter. I said you have all these amazing things happening to you, but it's like you can't celebrate any of it because for some reason, for some of you, it'll all be different. Some of you has to be love. Some of you has been what you've gone through. But again, you're not the same happy-go-lucky Sag. I think a lot of people have gone through huge shifts and changes in their life that has marked a new person. But for some of you this particular week, I feel that this new lease on life is a bit of a challenge. And I don't feel like you may feel as though you're being received well or that the energies are loving and favorable, if that makes any sense. And you yourself may not be coming across that way. And so you're kind of getting what you give, if that makes sense. And you may find it difficult to balance yourself out. So drink your water, eat healthy, eat more clean foods. It does promote a more balanced emotional self. So try to check in on that. I do feel like the advice here is for you to be a little bit more softer, a little bit more emotionally, dependable. Does that make sense? So give more hugs and kisses and I love yous and perhaps write a note, but extend yourself more on an emotional level. Because I get Sag women, you're literally almost being smothered by male energy, masculine energy here. Masculine men will be very much prominent in your life this particular week. I do feel like you have females that will be there for you. Let them. Let people help you. You don't have to do it all on your own, because when you do, you'll find how a huge burden is being lifted. So if you feel a bit confused, which I don't see confusion, I do see someone I see you guys as Doers this week, getting very clear, but I see Sag women as, being, I was just, the first thing that came to my mind was cutthroat. And I don't feel like you're being malice about being cutthroat. You're just really being a decision maker without any apologies. And it could come off extremely brash. And so the advice here is to kind of, reclaim that femininity within self. Obviously, you don't have to choose one or the other. You can be very much emotionally available and loving and nurturing, and also be a swift decision maker as well. Okay, so it's that reprogramming yourself. I feel like sometimes Sagittarius may do that when they're under the gun. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of stuff to kind of contend with, and there really isn't much time to idle or to dilly-dally or to just play games. And again, you can do that without losing your sense of lovingness and loving nature and that sort of thing. So that's the advice. I do feel like, again, feminine energy will be far more of a supportive force in your life than masculine. I feel masculine energy for you guys this week, including Sag men. Masculine energy this week will prove either a power struggle, a power trip, someone feeling like they need you, like they need to contact you, or they need to say something to you so that they can, like they can't do what they need to do until they address something with you. So I do see that, and that may create a fight, a fallout. I feel like Sag women, I keep saying it, you guys are coming up very masculine this week, and you may scare people off, okay? Not one person in particular, no. But I feel that there can be some regrets as we get toward the end of the week, so try to be conscious of that. I do see Sag women, however, very much focused on their finances. Money looks like it's going to be really good. You are growing your finances more and more and more each day, better and better. You're getting more of an understanding of money matters, and you're valuing it more. I mean, damn, can you get more concentrated than all of those planets in your second house right now? So yeah, you're definitely seeing the forces that be, as if you will, when it comes to your money management. I don't know exactly how Gemini and Capricorn interact because the sun is in Gemini. Obviously, when it was in Taurus, you guys may have seen some form of an increase, or there being easy money being made. So obviously September and Virgo season, it'll probably be more fortunate toward you. You should prepare for that, as well as, I would say, be careful with Libra season. That may be, you might want to have to stash some money away for that time frame, because the sun will be squaring your second house at that time as well. So unforeseen circumstances, well, no, that's in your 11th house. So you may have some losses. That's the house of losses as well. So I would say just pay attention to the sun cycles and how it kind of chase or work well with Capricorn. That being said, again, looks like you guys are becoming very stable. I feel like Sag women are very stable financially. You may have a good source of money in savings. You may feel like your finances are really increased at this time, or you may feel like you've went to school, or you've gained some form of knowledge or wisdom or value within self that you are marketable. So this will be more of the same, really focusing on your finances. And that's where your femininity is driven by. Your finances in the most practical areas of life. So again, this new home, this new move, this new stability that you're embarking on, that is where you're giving all of your time, energy, and efforts to. Landing on your feet in the past is what I see, and really waiting for that moment to for the iron to strike. And you're coming away, as well as I'm seeing with a lot of signs, that you're coming away with this understanding that you now can separate the wheat from the germ. And so what's bullshit, and what's of value, and you're taking with you what is of value, and you're moving forward, and you're hell be damned with those things that no longer matter. You're becoming more and more detached from things of the past, which looks really good. And this month, or this week, I should say, there's still a transformation that's going on with you. I feel like there's an end to this guardedness, or there needs to be an end to guarding your heart, guarding your emotions, guarding your feelings. You don't have to worry about losing it completely. I don't feel like most of you will ever be the same Sag that you were once before. I feel like some of you may feel like, if I get too comfortable, too lax, then I allow a lot, and I don't allow boundaries to be set. I mean, if you're in your, I want to say, early 30s to I'm assuming here to maybe late 40s, I think, mid to late 40s, you do share that Neptune energy, Neptune hitting your Sagittarius. So you may have lacked a lot of boundaries and may have been taken advantage of because people may have seen you in whatever way they wanted to see you, right? Don't feel like you have to, be brute and be brash and be so tough in order to keep people in line. You can do that with a soft hand. You can still kiss them on the forehead and whisper sweet nothings in their ear and be very decisive and stern and let your actions speak. Let your actions speak. And that is what sets the boundaries. And so with that, I think that there needs to be an ending to the defensiveness that some of you still hold. And it's understandable, but you can let it go now. Try it at least. Just try it. Don't take my word for it. Put me up to the test. Go try it. And I feel that because of that, you may be gearing up to what you know is to come. Some of you may know that there's a particular person that may be coming back into your life, or you may be gearing up toward the unknown. Like, I know I have to go take care of this with this person. I don't like them, or I have to deal with them. I have to deal with this. Again, a softer approach always works. Male Sag men, I feel like you have a better hold on the situation. And I feel because of it, you may have, if there's been any chafing in relationships of past is for you as well, you may be the one that has to convince the other person that it is okay for them to kind of let go of that and to move forward. So there is some needing to convince the other person that, listen, I'm putting my sword down. Are you going to put yours down? Put them. You can. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we could do this. I feel. Excuse me. I feel when it comes to work matters, definitely great opportunities. It's an amazing opportunity for you guys to start your own business. Have you? When are you going to do that? When are you going to do it? So there's some needing to do something for yourself, something that you've created, something that you can bring forth would be great for you. Now, I do feel like hard work is going to pay off. And I mean that grueling, that I can't believe I'm still here doing this. I only had 3 hours of sleep. Somebody, Calgon, take me away. That pays off. Karmically, you're going to see more dividends than you can think of. So pushing the pedal to the metal and feeling like, I'm stuck in this proverbial work hell is going to be to your benefit. And that doesn't mean a 9 to 5 for all of you, because not everyone's in that. But whatever your gig is and your thing is, pushing that thing all the way, putting every piece of your fiber into it will produce more dividends than you can believe. And it's ones that will stay. Okay, so monies will come through, obviously, as a result of your hard work, but it's up to 60 to even 80% of that money will be yours the rest of your life. Like, it is not going anywhere. You are really putting a staple in your life financially. So again, hard work pays off for you this week. Keep that in mind. However, I do see hard work and play should be on the menu, and you guys may get an opportunity to go out and have fun. Fun, boy, you are going to have a lot of fun, and there's going to be this lightheartedness. So I'm glad to be able to say that you will get on the other side of a bit of this brashness and being so focused on your finances, which, listen, I'm not telling you not to be focused on that money, but get out there and have a little bit of fun, because it looks like you're going to be able to. And I feel with that, it only evolves you further, because going out, being in that free energy kind of calls about more of like that Leo energy. And they are the visionaries and the most creative signs out there. And so that will impart to you new creativity that you can bring to your business. That may even spark you to say, you know what, I'm going to start my own business. And you go somewhere, you do something, you're like, hey, this is kind of cool, but wouldn't it be even better if someone did ... and then it could be you, the person that does the ... So again, going out in your travels, discovering something new, fresh. You guys have amazing cards here toward the end of the week. You have the Sun card twice. So there will be this fresh new lease on life, feeling really happy, starting something new that you know that will yield you some form of success. Some of you may be graduating, so congratulations. You may be starting school soon, and that will be something that you're gearing up and you're feeling really happy about. I also see travel, but really long distance travel, probably someplace tropical or hot. That is also going to be a spiritual awakening, I feel, for a lot of you. So it'll be really good. Now, I have to say this. there will be some kind of a loss that you're going to feel. Okay. But it won't last long. It could be for like the first part of a day, a couple of hours, maybe a day, and then you're back feeling great again. Trying to see. Yeah, you're back feeling great again. And I feel like this moving forward, again, leaving the feeling like you're so defensive, leaving that behind, but you're going to be moving forward. Now let's get into love. I just had to kind of say that. I want to touch on love really quick if I can. When it comes to love, some of you definitely probably let go of a situation and you're like focusing on the new, the now, the moving forward. What else is out there? That's what you're thinking to yourself. Well, what else is out there? Not what else you got, but what else is out there? And I feel like you know how to spot whoever. You know how to spot it. You know how to spot the perfect woman. Well, there's no such thing as a perfect woman, but you know how to spot the right person for yourself. You know how to spot the value, the quality, but don't allow that to get to your head. Okay. And when I say that, I mean it in the sense of, it's that type of thing where it's like, okay, well, I've learned how to make money. I know how to make, $100,000, right? But then it's like, well, I can make 200, I can make 300, I want to make 1,000,000. And that's fine to always want to reach to higher goals, but you don't want it to become your everything where you become money hungry. And then temptation, as we see and as I see in your spread, is here. Temptation comes from you and then you wind up doing anything for this money, or you can never see yourself reverting back to a place where it's less than that amount of money because it's like, no, I'll do, and then you'll do it at any cost. So try to, you can separate the wheat from the germ when it comes to people, and you know what you want and you know what you value, you know what's valuable, and that's something that you're only going to kind of allow, and that's great. But keep it in perspective is what I want to say. When it comes to love, I feel like not a lot of you are putting yourself out there. So you're not putting yourself out there. You're not really accepting new love. And therefore there isn't an opportunity for a reconciliation or new love. There's really not much going on love-wise for you guys. That's the challenge. This doesn't mean that there's not anything going on, but you're challenged to take a leap of faith, to accept new love, and to reconcile with someone. That's your challenge. However, and, you do what you want, but there seems to be some benefit to doing things that satisfies you in other ways. Okay. It seems like it karmically balances out the scale. Some of you may find that you produce better, that you're more productive, that you're more clearer when you are able to kind of release. Do you know what that means, to release? So some of you may need to release, and doing that allows for you to kind of balances things out for you. So that may be a bit of your chakra imbalancing, that you're not having any type of intimacy as well. So there will be a benefit to that there. Again, there's a matter of working on a situation with someone that you may have had a fallout with, a fight with. This person is very stubborn, can be extremely controlling. Some of you may even have that energy. You're very controlling, you're very stubborn. You want this and that's it. They have to look like this, that's it. They have to act like this, that's it. You're very black and white when it comes to love, or you're dealing with someone who may have tried to control you in some kind of way, especially if you had a work dynamic with this particular person. That's come to an end, and I do feel like you're very much guarded, but there's a person that's trying to communicate with you, Sag. They're trying. They want to convince you that, hey, they're sorry that they put you up in these bandages and they wounded you and they made you feel the way that they did. And they are willing to try to, prove to you that, hey, I won't do it again. Only if you let me prove to you. And I feel like there's someone who wants to communicate their love to you. Let's be clear. Someone wants to tell you that they love you. Someone wants to communicate their love. But every time they convince themselves that they're ready to do so, they stop themselves just the same. Someone can be influencing it, as I said earlier. Someone could be influencing their decision. Someone may have decided to do something foolish as hell and had two women putting them up to it. Like either break up with you and now let me tell you, if someone broke up with you, they regret it. They do regret it. They don't tell anybody it. They keep it deep down inside, but they do regret it. It came off of the heels of other people influencing them. The family may not have liked you. Somebody may not have liked you. They may have felt like there was a better person for them. And now this person, yeah, they don't have the burden of the fussing and the fighting that perhaps you guys did in the past, but they feel very burdened still, I feel, by the way that things were done to you. Okay? Someone wishes that they can make the wrongs right. Someone truly does. And I feel like they can see that you've become a better person. They don't see you as this flighty, fire signy, in and out, just here for a good time person anymore. They see that you're very stable. They may even sense, if they're not seeing you, something deep down inside of them may be telling them that Sag is getting ready to get off the market. Somebody is going to freaking come and get this woman. This man is going to marry somebody soon. Like, they can sense that you're going to be in something committed because you're calling that in. You're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles, and there's an element about you that has evolved. So I do see that. And I feel like if you're single, great opportunity to get out there and meet people. You will meet a lot of people. Sag, you have at least 3 up to 4 men one that wants to kind of convince you that it's okay to love again. This may not be the person that wounded you. This may be someone new that's like, listen, you don't have to shoot the messenger. Like, I didn't do anything to you. And so somebody is constantly trying to prove themselves to you. Let them, and like I told you, try to take on more of a Queen of Cups energy, more of a nurturing, loving energy. Just try it. And then you have someone that's very defiant. So this person could be somebody that you're always arguing with. You're always in battles with. You're always embattled with this goddamn person. All you want to do is kind of work things out. Or you're thinking that, well, we're on the page that we can work it out. And before you know it, it's like you're back arguing with this goddamn person. Because they're very controlling. They're very stuck. They're very stifled. Let them stay there. You're going to eventually have to end it with this person that's stuck and stifled. Because guess what? Love is coming for you. Especially if you're dealing with... They may not be older. And this is for Sag women. They may not be older, but they may, I thought it's so dry, but I just want to get this out. But they may act old. Does that make sense? And I mean, back in the days, old, like really stuck in their ways and grumpy old man type of energy. That's going to come to an end. Your life is set up and is going to be set up in a whole different way. So, and I guess enjoy it while it lasts. Then there's someone who is expressing their love, but but that grumpy old person is getting in the way. Now, man, be it they're physically around you, or they've like, they're the reason why you may be coming up so masculine or on the defense. It's somebody from your past that kind of has, challenged you to where it's hard for you to let people in and believe someone when they say, hey, I really like you, or I've missed you, or like, it's hard for you to accept it. And it's like, if it's not attached to a dollar bill or a bank account, which means my own, I'm not interested. It's like, you better get interested. I mean, you have to kind of start looking at this to some extent, and you will, because eventually, if it's not one of these people in particular, it'll be someone new that'll come in, and it's like you're no longer caring about the dollars and the cents. They're going to make the difference. And these people just may be, again, coming in to remind you, to sharpen you, to wake you up and shake you, right? And then once you're shaken, it's like, oh, okay, I get it. Oh, I got it. And then and then here he comes, right? Sag men, then you're ready, right? Because Sag men, I feel like you're taking on 50 million personalities. You want a relationship, then you're at a conflict, then you're stubborn. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. Okay, do you think? Then because you probably have gone off a little on a deep end, now you have to apologize to somebody, but there may be somebody that you really want, but it's too much convincing this woman to try to get her to the place you want her to get to. So it's like, well, damn, I really want to love, but then again, it's like, it can only be my way. And then it's like, but she has to have money. I want her to be very stable. But it's like, you have a long laundry list of what you need, what you want. And there could be 2 women. Somebody that already told you how they feel, like she's already told you now. And another woman that she cares about you. All it takes is one phone call, and there's no effort here. One call. The other one is a little bit more feisty, and she will give you an ultimatum, so you better figure it out. And I feel that some of you are Sag men. You have a burden across the bear, because it's like you've let somebody go, but you're still holding on at the same time. It's just twofold. It's like you're still holding on at the same time, but at the same time you're like, now I can start all over in my life and I can get back out there and again. And he's like, damn it, I gotta get back out there again. It's that type of thing. It's that type of thing. And I think that that's how a lot of Sagittarius feel like, now I'm single. Now I can get back out there again. It's like, damn it, I got to get back out there again. You know what I mean? It's like, finally I left that job and it's like, damn it, now I have to go look for another job. It's like that type of thing is what I'm seeing for you, Sag. So as we get toward the end of the week, I was saying the end of the year, end of the month, that's what's going through my head. Some of you Sag men may have a woman. She could be older than you or a little bit more accomplished. That you really are contending with, like she may be it for you. But you may say like, I don't know if I really want to be with this woman, Sag women, some of you have your money in the bank. Yeah. And money is going to be good. Let me tell you, Sag women, for you, money is good. Okay. But love, you're just like, somebody could come back. I'm not saying that they're coming back in this week. We'll look in the extended to see if they're actually coming back. But somebody could come back and say something to you. And it just makes you want to cry. It just makes you really feel down. Trust, it's not going to last long. I already told you, a couple of hours a day at tops. Because you're back out there. You're back successful. You're back feeling good. You're back. Okay? But you will feel like, God damn it. Yes, I have money and yes, I'm doing well for myself. But why can't love go for me? Well, if you was watching the extended, if you were watching the yearlies, then you would know. You would know. And so for some of you, if you watch the extended and the yearly, you already know. And it just may be you because we're gearing up for the Mercury in retrograde. You could just be playing back old memories from a past relationship that may make you feel a bit down. But guess what? That's what the aspects do to us. Sometimes it brings up old things so we can kind of face it, deal with it, purge. It doesn't matter how many times you have to do it. Hey, you got to do it. But again, it's not going to last long. And some of you may be, again, crying a river or having to contend with the letting go of someone. Having your last hurrah. How many times I'm going to say you're going to have your last hurrah? Only to say again, you're going to have your last hurrah, right? But then again, the sun comes out. You're back happy again. Some of you are really going to take a lot of time and attention into your children. You're really going to be nurturing your business if you have none. But you will feel very successful overall in your life and extremely confident. And it just takes that time when opportunity, fate, and time meets reality, and bam, you got it. Marriage, money, the man, the everything. So, but you can't wait. I think you better. Well, it doesn't matter. So long as you live in life, health, and strength, you're going to have to. So that's what I have for you guys. If you want to check out this extended, please do so. I want to hear from you guys. Click that link below and check out what we're going to have. I'm going to look into the situation because, again, with all these men and all these messages, I want to see who's coming out the victor and how is this all going to play out for you during the weekly and the extended when it comes to love. So if you're interested, click it in the description box below. Again, I would love to hear from you, Sagittarius. If you would like to share, please do so in the comment section below. And if you would like something personal with me, I would love to hear from you. So just send me an email or contact me. My information is in the description box below as well. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Sagittarius.